Start with pre-delivery inspection. First, fill all the details in the checklist. Write machine serial number and model, machine arrival day, engine hours, engine serial number, name of the engineer carrying out the PDI, name of the concerned dealership, customer's name, current location of the machine, and date on which the PDI is being carried out. For correct observation, use right tick mark in the box. For incorrect observation, tick cross in the box. For all incorrect observations, carry out the appropriate rectification on the machine.
Hello, dealer service engineers. Welcome to JCB Worldwide Training. The objective of my presentation is to bring your focus on machine installation. I will be taking you through what is installation, why is it done, who carries it out and for whom, when is it carried out, where is it done, and finally, how is the machine installation done? Every JCB machine leaving the plant is the startup of a new relationship. JCB is not just about machines, it is about people. And it is you, the dealer service engineers, who make the things happen. The machine installation is carried out by the trained dealer service engineer at the customer's site after the pre-delivery inspection in the presence of the customer and his operator. Every JCB machine is supplied with an operator's handbook, and on the first page of the operator's handbook you find the installation sheet. The original white copy will be sent to product support at Vallabhgarh. The print copy will be retained at the dealer's outlet. The last green copy will be left with the customer. You will find a set of catalogs and literature in the machine comprising of the operator's handbook, the battery warranty card, the machine parts book, the service coupons booklet for scheduled maintenance, the engine's operation and maintenance manual, and the engine's parts catalog. And also, there is a toolkit supplied continuing with the installation sheet in the operator's handbook. All the entries will be filled by the dealer service engineer. The date, the machine number, model name, location, customer's name, dealer's name, machine application, and the attachments fitted. Continuing with the installation, please explain to the customer and his operator the contents of the operator's handbook. Take them through the service requirements daily, weekly, and the warranty services carried out by the dealer. Demonstrate to the operator the operation of all controls. Take them through the specifications of the oils and lubricants, the recommended parts catalog, the parts which have to be stocked at the customer's site. Show them the attachments and demonstrate the operation of the machine. Now we come to the most important part of the installation. Invite the operator to operate the machine. Let him test the machine in your presence. Ask him to do the loading, the dosing, the excavation, the trenching. Make sure that he convinces himself, because this is your opportunity to obtain customers' confidence about the rugged machine JCB has supplied to him. At JCB, we constantly listen to our customers in delivering what they want. As a follow-up of this, JCB has come up with a dispatch certificate and the customer's feedback on the effective delivery of a quality machine to him. The objective of this presentation is to enrich the customer's experience in receiving a new JCB machine at his site. To achieve this, there is a customer feedback form. This feedback form, customer is free to give his observations and his remarks. The first portion of the feedback form contains the machine serial number and the date on which the machine is received. and also the transporter's name and his truck number and the customer's name. The next is the oil levels, the level of the fuel, the oil levels in the hydraulic, transmission and engine. Every machine is supplied with a tool kit, and contents of the tool kit are listed in the tool kit. A 10 kilograms bucket grease gun is supplied with every machine. The transporter hands over the keys in a packet to the customer. He also ascertains to the customer that the battery is in a good working condition. JCB supplies a set of catalogs and literature along with every machine. He also shows to the customer that the road lights are in an intact condition. So also the transporter ensures that the tires are without any nicks or cuts. The cabin fan is in a good working order. The behavior of the driver and the crew of the transporter. The customer can mention any other damage to the machine here. In case the parts are supplied free of cost, the transporter obtains his acknowledgement. Finally, the customer puts his comments for any visual damage on the machine. Continuing with the paperwork of the installation, we come to the warranty procedures and obligations which are listed in the operator's manual. To conclude the successful installation of the machine, take time with the customer in apprising him your telephone number, the dealer service manager's telephone number, the address of your outlet, so that he can contact you in the event of a machine problem. Remember, this customer can be your best ally in promoting your own image in the dealership. Your success has a broad impact on JCB's presence worldwide. I wish you all the best for your next successful installation.
Read safety instructions in the service manual before doing any repair work. Ensure that you and those around you will be safe before starting any job on the machine. Park the machine safely on level ground and stop the engine. Fit safety strut on lift ram before commencing work on machine. Disconnect battery leads. Always use suitable container in case of oil drain and dispose of the oil. Work in clean environment to avoid dust entry in the machine systems. To change the hydraulic filter element, position the machine on level ground. Remove dome nuts and washers and keep them in a safe place. Lift off cover plate. Lift off the spring, keep it in a safe place. Remove the filter element. To remove element, loosen the nut and take out the spring and element from the spindle. Inspect the O-rings. If any damage, change them. Get new element and ensure it should be in proper clean packing, otherwise do not use it. Fit new filter element on the spindle. Fit spring and tighten the nut. Fit the element assembly in the body and keep the spring back on it. Fit the cover plate back on the filter body. Tighten the dome nuts with washers. Observe water separator every 50 hours. If it contains water, open the bottom tap. Let the water come out completely. When water is drained completely, ensure tap is tightened fully. Unscrew the filter element by loosening the bolts at the top plate. Remove the filter element and destroy it. Take out the new filter element. Fit new pre-filter element. This is the cloth filter element. Make sure that cloth and paper filter elements are fitted at the right places. Tighten the bolt at the top plate of the respective element. Similarly, change the microfilter element. This is the paper filter element. Similarly, change the element of the mud filter. Bleed the fuel system after changing the fuel filter elements. Loosen the air vent screw on the primary filter. Open the screw at the lift pump. Now operate the fuel lift pump till fuel flows freely without air bubbles from the air vent screws at primary filters. Now tighten air vent screws. Similarly, bleed the system by opening the banjo bolt at the FIP. Now operate the lift pump again till fuel flows freely without air bubbles. Now tighten the banjo bolt. Tighten the screw at the fuel pump. Start the machine and test for satisfactory engine running. If not okay, repeat the process of fuel bleeding again. Check the fan belt tension as shown. Fan belt tension should be 10 to 15 mm at the center of water pump and alternator pulleys. To tighten the fan belt, first loosen the adjustment check nut in the front. Loose the front nut. Now tighten the rear nut. This will tighten the fan belt. Check the belt tension once again. If it is okay, then keeping the rear nut in same position, tighten the front nut. Unscrew the wing nut and lift the cover. Ensure dust does not fall into air filter intake. Take out all the dust and clean it with a clean cloth away from the machine. Fit bowl back and the top cover. Tighten the wing nut. Make sure washer is in place while tightening. Outer element should be cleaned only when choke sign appears on the instrument cluster. Do not crank or run the engine when filter is removed. Take off clips. Gently pull out the outer element. Do not disturb the safety element. Inspect the filter element for cracks and holes. If present, change the filter element. Clean the filter element with air pressure of 1 bar and from a distance of 10 mm from the filter. Cleaning from inside to outside. Change outer element once after 2 cleanings. Change inner element along with every change of outer element. Refit the outer element gently. Fit the rear cover and lock the clips. Drain the oil when engine is warm. Ensure engine oil temperature is in warm condition. Remove drain plug and discard the seal. Drain the oil in suitable container. Clean and refit the drain plug with new seal. Open the engine oil filter. Take new engine oil filter from packing. Fit it to the engine. Ensure filter is fully tight. Fill the fresh oil and check the oil level with dipstick for correct level. Remove the transmission filter. Take out the new filter from packing. Fit new transmission filter. Ensure hydraulic oil is at operating temperature of 50 degree and read safety instruction before hydraulic pressure testing and adjustment from service manual. Park the machine on level ground. To check the hydraulic pressure of the machine, use correct and calibrated hydraulic pressure gauge. Remove dust cap. Fit gauge to the pressure test point adapter. Now start the machine and lift the loader arm. Keep the RPM to maximum. Blow the MRV. Pressure reading in the gauge should be 3300 psi. If it is not 3300 psi, then adjust the pressure. To adjust the pressure, unscrew the nut at the MRV. To increase the pressure setting, rotate the screw in the clockwise direction with a 4 mm Allen key. To decrease the pressure, rotate the Allen key in the anti-clockwise direction. Ensure pressure setting is not disturbed by holding the adjustment screw in its position while tightening of the nut. Remove the gauge. Fit back the dust cap. After tightening again, check the pressure. If it is disturbed by tightening the nut, adjust the pressure again. Open the service hose for which the ARV is to be checked. Connect hand pump hose to that port. Operate the hand pump. Pressure will rise in the gauge. When the pressure stops increasing, stop operating the hand pump. Max pressure attained in the gauge shows the ARV pressure reading.